In this video, I'll show you how to quickly tag and remediate a complex data table. In this scenario here, we see this in tables a lot where there's row headers, in this case for fruits and vegetables, and then further down in the table for animal protein, which really apply to the fruits and vegetables applies to the row headers, apples, spinach, and broccoli, and that data. And then animal protein for beef, fish, and milk, and that related data. However, they've been placed above those sections in the table instead of in row headers out to the side. So I'll first, before I get started, I'll show you a couple of tools or settings that can be quite helpful. Above the tag tree, I selected the hamburger menu, open up the three-dot menu here, and then down to show options, and then highlight associated headers because we're going to link our data cells to our headers, and then also highlight children of associated TH can be very helpful as well. That way, makes it easier to link your data cells to your headers and so on, and then to see which headers have been linked to which data cells and all that, just to check to make sure that everything was done accurately. Also, before I begin, my current selection setting is the default. I'm going to select tags for this so that I can just highlight things on the page and select those tags to work with them instead of selecting the text itself. So with those settings taken care of, I'll go ahead and first I want to make sure that my column headers are marked as column headers. So I selected those. I see that those tags are selected now in the tag tree, and I will quickly in the tag properties change those to header cells and set their scope to column. Similarly, I'll select my row headers going down the side of the table, and again make sure that they are marked as TH, and in this case their scope is set to row. And then similarly for fruits and vegetables and animal protein, and I can multi-select those two and not everything in between using the control key when I select those tags, and then again over in the properties change their tag type to TH header, and again assign their scope row. And also, because these are the header cells that are in these cells that span multiple columns, I need to make sure that the column span is set correctly. In this case, we've got, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns in our table, so I'm going to set the column span for both of those cells to 8. All right, so we've taken care of the table tagging itself. I've got my table tag with my TRs and now my THs with the proper scope set and the column span for fruits and vegetables and data cells for the rest of the data in the table. So the final step is to link the data cells to their header cells and to link header cells to kind of their next level out header cells as needed. So to do that, first of all, I'm going to start with selecting my data cells and linking them to their closest level row headers. So I'm going to take kind of a more measured approach, select the data cells that go with apples, spinach, and broccoli. And then if I just hover over the apples tag, right click on it, and I get the context menu, associate this header. So when I do that, now even though I selected 3 rows of data cells and said to associate with apples, what we find is in the second row, for example, those data cells have been linked to spinach. And in the third row, these data cells have been linked to broccoli. So even though I selected a whole bunch of rows and then just one row header, it correctly associated the data cells with the proper row header. The next thing I'm going to do then is select apples, spinach, and broccoli, and again hover over fruits and vegetables now. Right click on that and then associate this header. And now apples and spinach and broccoli have been linked to fruits and vegetables. Also notice that when I select apples, for example, then the cells in that row get highlighted so that I can see that those cells have been linked to apples. And then similarly, when I select spinach, the data in the spinach row, right, is showing me that those associations are made. I'm going to do the same thing with the bottom half of my table now, selecting the data cells, hovering over beef, right click, associate this header to link the data cells to the headers that they need to be linked to, right? You can select milk and see that those cells have all been linked to milk. And then similarly, selecting beef, fish, and milk and associating that with animal protein. So associate this header. And then I want to link my all of the cells in the table to the proper column headers, right? So in this case, I can just select everything below the first row of my column headers. And then when I hover over food and associate this header, then food has been linked to fruits and vegetables and animal protein, and the column right below food of apples, spinach, broccoli, and so on, unsaturated fat has been linked to the data cells below saturated fat, and so on, right? Whereas when I select a cell, a data cell, I can see not only what row header it's been linked to, but also the column header that it's been linked to as well. I hope this helps. If you have questions, if you need help with anything, please feel free to reach out to us. If you're in Europe, you can email us at support@pdfix.net. And if you're in the US or in Canada, feel free to reach out to us at sales@pdfix-us.com. Thanks.